situation, Roy, more complicated than you thought it would be when
No,
you took the job?
no, not at all. I mean, once again, we're reading an awful lot into a bad result, and I understand that happens, and I'm not trying to reverse what is a norm in football, but we're reading an awful lot into a bad result. I thought, for example, if we'd have had a positive result on Wednesday night, this would have been quite a positive press conference, because people would have been talking about Manchester United, how well we did in the second half to come back from 2-0, how well we played during the course of the game. But of course all of that flies out of the window when you don't get the result against Man United, because you can see the late goal. Means you're near the foot of the table rather than being a little bit higher up the table, and then you've had a bad result in the Carling Cup. So this is a moment we have to live through.
But I suppose, Roy, you and the fans might have expected the ownership situation to be resolved by now. Has that made it more complicated than you thought it would be?
No. I mean, I, like everyone at Liverpool Football Club, would be very, very happy if the ownership situation got clarified, and in particular if we get a good owner for the club that can help us move forward. So that's a no-brainer as an answer, I suppose. But I don't want to hide behind that. I can only repeat, and you must be getting tired of hearing me say it here this morning. We had a very bad result on Wednesday night. It was a really bad result for the club. It has knocked us backwards, but it should not affect the 11 players who are going to start the game for Liverpool tomorrow, because they weren't a part of the game. And unfortunately, by underperforming on Wednesday night as a football club and not getting the result we should have had, we put ourselves in this situation where we find ourselves, heavily criticised, perhaps rightly so, and people may be reading more into the situation than perhaps I think they should read into it.
Mark Lawrenson has said this morning, Roy, that he feels there aren't enough quality players in your squad to mount a challenge on the top four. Do you accept that or not?
No, I don't accept that. I think mounting a challenge on the top four, as I've said all along, is a realistic target for us. We haven't given ourselves the best possible start, but there's still 33 matches left to play, and that's a lot of games and a lot of points to play for. So I will retain that as our goal and as our realistic goal all the time. We are within points touching distance of the goal. But I can understand, of course, that having seen the squad players play on Wednesday night and fail to win against Northampton, that criticism is going to be levelled.